Listen. Yeah. Yes, God. Get that out of
Well, hey, what's going on, everybody? What's happening? What's up? The stuff. Hey, what is the tea? This is a live recap today for RuPaul's Drag Race UK Season 7, Episode 7. Snatch Me Out. It's a snatch game. Yeah, we're gonna get into it today. I want to send a shout out to everybody who is just here for the live stream, but also for those of you who may be watching this on the playback, because you just didn't have time for the live today. I appreciate it, and thank you for being here. Do me another favor, hit the like button, make sure you share, and make sure you subscribe to this channel, become part of this Rant Pack family, and leave a comment after this video about your favorite parts of said episode, your highs, your lows, your yeses, and your nos. But again, it's going to be like a live recap, which is still somewhat long-winded, but not too long-winded in a 2-hour time frame, but more so giving you a little bit of something for the 1 hour of time that I think I can cover this for less than that, since there's only 7 people left on, well, 6 now on this cast. You know, as I'm going to be doing my normal links and stuff, when we get to Patreon, I'm going to give some time for something, because I found something really disgusting, but I also thought, you're paying to insult me. This is interesting. And also a lot of Americans right now, which isn't really funny, but I guess it is. I think, I don't know. I'm in a much different headspace right now, to where I don't want to seek people with rage and venom, but more so I'm just going to pray over folks, because there's too many good things happening for me right now. And I'm not in the mood to have my light dimmed for nobody, right? But yeah, we'll get there. It was just a little interesting comment left, and I thought to myself, this is a little weird. But yeah, we'll get there. But yeah, let's talk about this episode and wrap this up in a nice, neat little bow. It's at Matty-Rants everywhere except for Twitter, which is at the Matty-Rants. You can find that in the Linktree link of the About section. It'll take you into multiple spaces and places. I also do reactions on Patreon for as low as $1 a month. With that dollar a month, you can go ahead and get over 700 plus videos now that I've reacted to over the years on that channel. Some that are mostly available and some that are not. One of my paid subscribers, who's not an American, left a comment about me needing to make sure that my Patreon subscribers know that I'm no longer getting food funding because they took my EBT. And I'm not on EBT, and there's nothing wrong with being on food stamps or benefits of SNAP resources, of that matter. I'm not on it. I don't know if you need me to post something about that, but I guess under the impression of where my life has been and the things I've gone through, some people would go that far, and that's all right. But there is no need for me to post anything about that on Patreon, right? Okay. And this is a paid subscriber who's not an American. I already looked up their name, got their email address and everything. I was like, I got it. You can unsubscribe from that Patreon if you need to, because that was very strange and very weird. I would never pay somebody to insult them. But I thank you. So, to the people who are actually going through something right now, when it comes to the SNAP benefits, when it comes to EBT, when it comes to that and all that kind of good stuff, which we should be getting, but unfortunately this is one of the longest, if not the longest, government shutdown out here, and this is not even what my channel is about. Shout out to Darnell. I know you, Darnell, you know me and you've been with me. You don't even have to explain nothing. This is that behavior I've been working through with my therapist, where when people do shit like this, I can't even get mad no more. It's just really weird. But to those who are affected, the food banks are open and there are a lot of resources that are given, but there's millions of Americans that have been affected by this. And it's a lot, and there's a lot of game playing happening, unfortunately, behind the scenes as to why we aren't getting these benefits. But to those who are affected by this, and by I say we, I'm not on it, but we as Americans, I'm sending my love to all of you and my well wishes and my best to you for that matter. I'm nothing but that. But the use of it as an insult to me does not have grounds or power, but it also shouldn't even be a go-to, because your best day could be your last day. And your worst days could be quick and over, or they can be long and drawn out. And so to that person and anybody that feels the ways about your boy, I don't send you nothing. And that's that. And we're going to keep that trend, okay? But I just thought it was weird. And I hate that space that's supposed to be safe, like Patreon, has already been, unfortunately, tainted like that. It's not supposed to be. And same thing with why we have the Discord and why we are very we got to be exclusive in that matter, because exclusive, because the way people want to come in and try to make it about them by insulting me or even talking about other folks. So sincerely, it's not okay. There's a lot of stuff happening over here, and I get that a lot of us who are we come off as unempathetic, especially with who we have based on our, what's going on out here in our country, but we're not all the same people. So I really wish you would stop doing that, or whoever you want to take out these things on, please seek therapy. It's done wonders for me. I'm sending you love. So yeah, I am fortunately in a position to where I'm now in a headspace where I just don't care anymore. And I just want to do what I do here on YouTube. But I'm already doing stuff in the background to get everything else together for myself. So I'm always here and happy for tippy poos and this, that, and the other. But just know we're on the right track to where that may be something I don't even have to touch anymore. And I'm just keeping that going here. Okay. So yeah, but all my love to those affected. Send love to your neighbors, your friends. We got to be better people, because this earth is getting gross and everybody thinks they're better than everybody. And a lot of these bitches out here ain't shit. Okay. So bookable on Cameo, merch available at dragqueenmerch.com. Still an affiliate partner with Paramount Plus, and I have a PO box if you want to send me anything special. I thank you. And Melly Mel, thank you for the first super chat of the day. God bless. I don't watch UK like that, but friend, I love support and watch you. So Philly, come on, Philly. First of all, shout out to Philly, because Abbott Elementary, period. But yeah, for my boo Matty. And yes, I'm going through it, but I support you. Hey, we all going through it. Okay, one way or another, financially, physically, emotionally, spiritually, the full bit. So multiple choice award winner is for all of us. That's how we have to look at it. So thank you, my baby. And I appreciate you so much. And everybody else for tuning in today. And so, yeah. And I may not just be for folks, and that's fine, but I'm officially too old for that shit. Ain't that right, Nina? If you did want to throw me any bit of love in my jar, you do not have to, but if you want to, please and thank you, especially because I got to go get an oil change tomorrow, bitch. Damn. I got to get new tires and the oil change, but I'm getting that oil change tomorrow. I cannot wait because I use my car for work. Well, yeah, work right now. It's paypal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App, $Matt924, as well as Venmo, Matty-Rants. I thank you so very much for being here today. You're going to hear Mina in this live stream, and I'm just going to let you know that now. She has developed a bad habit of meowing for attention, or to me to do things when she wants my attention specifically. And so we have started the new ignore rule, and she learns once I stopped. She'll come up to me and I'm like, okay, I told you. And now we're doing that. So I have to break her of that bad habit right now. She's still young. But we are not letting that be something that is forever, because I'll be damned if this is one of these. No, mom was a quiet baby. Mina don't have to be quiet, but she ain't gotta be fucking crazy. And if you've been watching my Patreon reactions, you hear my daughter in the background all the time. I want to go out. I want to go out. It's like, no, you were just outside. And thank you so much for the Tippy Poo D. Appreciate you on my Cash App. Thank you, BB. But yeah, let's get the show started, y'all. This ain't gonna be no long one. This ain't gonna be no long one. It's just not going to be. I don't dislike the season. The season is very straightforward. That is the best way I can put this. I don't hate it. I really don't. It's just very straightforward. Like, oh, okay, Elle is winning this, right? If she doesn't, that must mean these next episodes are for everybody else who is left. Yeah. And it's no shade to Elle, because to be honest, I enjoyed her this episode, even though her JoJo Siwa sounded more like a Smiling Friends character for my taste. Bonnie and Clyde chewed, swallowed, peed, spat, shat, and did all that for Snatch Game. That lady ate that alive. And as much as I wanted Katrin to get a badge, oh, Bonnie, you did. Oh. Because I'll be real with you. I don't dislike Elle, and I think Elle is doing a great job, but it almost feels like I'm being told what's about to happen versus it just seeming to flow through for me. So it's not her fault. I blame the edit. To be fair, I think Bonnie also is a great contender for winning the season as well, personally. Especially after this week, I was like, Jesus, that was great. That was it's one of my favorite Snatch Game performances. That was fabulous. But I don't know. It doesn't seem like that she's gonna get it. It feels more in Elle's lane, but I don't know. Those two are the ones, not just because of the most badges, but the way I feel like story-wise, I'm given more of them going in that direction than some of the other queens. And as much as I felt that Paige was a contender for the crown, I felt like they didn't want that baby to go as far. If I'm gonna be honest with you. I said, that girl's first time in the bottom. This is this baby's second time in the bottom. And I know they both got W's. Oh, I said, what are we basing this off? Oh my God. Because whose Snatch Game was worse? Whose outfit was better? See what I'm saying? It was an interesting day when I was watching this episode. And I thought to myself, the only two I can see in a path right now are Elle and Bonnie, but Elle's got a way bigger lane right now. She don't do no wrong. And not to say she needs to, but I'm like, she ain't missed not once. They haven't been mad once, not one time at that girl. Nope. Bonnie got a little chewed up one time for an outfit, but I don't know. But I'm still enjoying the season for the most part. I feel bad for Tayrus this episode because I know what she wanted to do with the Matt Lucas character, and I'm actually familiar with that, dude who did blackface and multiple other choice awards in appropriation and all of that for his comedy. But then when the guest judge was like, oh, wow, we brought that back. It's a whole black woman. I said, ooh, we. Oh, the way in my oh, I screamed for that because I was like, wait, because when he came out, when Taylor's did the do, and I was like, I'm so sorry. You're the white man who is in blackface. And so you are doing this character to reclaim said character because, at the time, blah, 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 which I respect, but I also thought of all the ones you could have done from Matt, that's the one. And then when RuPaul said the Jamaican accent, I said, yeah. Oh, no shade. I was like, yeah. But it's just the way that kind of happened and it was laid out. I was like, oh, like I get what you were doing. However, it still wasn't the worst of the night, which is crazy. And it's certainly better than, seeing, was it Zimbading or Burgading having those problems with them combs in that hair that one time. Talk about the way they were so proud of their little texture, then all of a sudden it became a prop for a joke. But yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot to take in. Lip sync also. A jump split to Tainted Love. I never thought I'd see a jump split to Tainted Love ever in my days. Who am I, God, to ask for different? Sally Tim being eliminated is probably one of the worst things to happen this year. Because I needed Sally this episode. Would have loved to have seen their Snatch Game character. I feel like it would have been a hoot. Don't want to put that much pressure on them, but Sally was a bob. And kind of was mad that they were gone so soon. Oh, it gets worse. It's worse. So, okay. This is why I say the episodes are not say predictable, but I kind of know where it's going. Me trying to be a Libra. The top 3 sitting on the couch for this week's episode are Celtic queens. Celtic queens. So it's like they're American to me when I say Celtic, but like isn't that funny? I said, these 3 bitches are going to be in the top the following week. Like, seriously, like, stand by. You will be giving good critiques. The Gingers did it, okay? This is what happens when Cartman takes over. This is exactly what goes down. That ginger purification took place, okay, at the Red Roof Inn, and this is how the plan worked. Now the Gingers have taken over the earth. And you know they're black. Did you not know this from TikTok? Oh my God. I thought that was funny, but I also want to know what Selexa's addiction is to needing to make something out of nothing. Is anyone surprised that I wasn't in the bottom? Because you already knew who said that because someone already told you because Bonnie was talking. When you came in the room and you felt a certain kind of way, and I was like, "Is this your Nikki? Are you trying to Miley? What's good her? What's happening? What's going on here?" Bonnie didn't take the bait the first time. The second time, she's going to bite back, and it was kind of funny. I was glad Bonnie didn't do it right here. She's gonna get her later. I thought to myself, I was like, "Oh, so let's just trying to have a moment, a little something, something." Even though everybody in the room has clocked, she can't take criticism from the other girls, even though she asked for it. It was that whole comment, like neither desired nor required statement she sort of made. Like, I didn't ask for it because I'm not worried about it, but then you asked about it because you said, didn't you say something? So obviously, it's like, what is going on? She tried again the following day, and I was here for Bonnie going, I mean, well, I said what I said, so I'm not taking it back. It wasn't that deep. Wasn't trying to take you down, girl, but that's just how I felt based on what I saw and how I felt. And me being honest, that's where I was at. I thought, okay, Bob, I'm kind of here for occasion for God. Go ahead. She was doing it, sitting next to the boy from Adolescence. Go on. But yeah, I was. Did you remember there was a reading challenge? Did you? Did any of you remember there was a reading challenge? Is it hilarious that I was doing my edit, and as I was saving this, and I started to go over all the slots, I was like, I didn't get one picture from the reading challenge because I forgot it was even there. And I'm so sorry. Not sorry. Bones won. You are welcome. Bones was the only. Well, to me now, Eric, I'm gonna give the little shake, rattle, and roll bitch some like props here. Bones was funny, but that's also because they gave Bones 3 reads, and it was like, oh, okay, so we know she wins, right? I don't know. Do I blame the cast for just not being rowdy, rough girls or boys? I should say, no, I'm gonna say girls. Or do I just sort of like roll back on it by being, not everybody is of the old school nature of reading this fundamental, and the difference between shade and reading, and also a joke or taking something extremely personal and making it like whatever. It's hard to take that in sometimes. A lot of the queens, this new, not to say the new babies don't know what's up, because y'all like to, say you read, and it's like, no, you just be saying some personal ass shit. Like, y'all don't even be reading. You just be coming for people's like fucking health, fucking people's finances. You be going to people's family. Y'all be forgetting like how to like get somebody. You know what I mean? Like, you be trying to like take them to the grave. It's like, no, you can read, bitch, but oh, it means it was all right. It was one, uno, and no dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez. None of it. Nobody else was funny. I was like, okay, it's her. It's her. It's just Bones. And I was glad Bones won something this week. She gonna get a little something coming up in a second. But they were told they have to do Snatch Game, but it's like Snatch Game of Love, but British. That's not how that works, is it, Matt? Nope. That's not how that works. Let's get to it. There was a young man who was famous in the UK. That was the guinea pig, I should say, for the Snatch Game. And if I can remember his name, it would tell you how really invested I was into finding out that said information. I will warn you of a jump scare in quite a second, if you will. Just give me a moment here while I gather said pieces of the new American Horror Show that is about to happen. Did I get that pic? I did. There it is. Very disturbing shot indeed. Okay. I felt that a lot of people were triggered this episode. You weren't prepared for it when it happened. I wasn't prepared for it when it happened. You know, I assumed the worst was, it just was like, what's going on? This is scary. But hashtag RuPaul's Drag Race UK, just Drag Race UK. The walkthroughs with Ru were very telling. Katrin was definitely going to bring it for this episode. Celexa doing a Doctor Who character is wild, but I thought it would work out there. Yeah. When the young man from Adolescence over here, El Vosk, was like, well, I'm going to do JoJo Siwa. I said, they ain't done bad yet, so let's see. That wasn't my JoJo. That was a little too feminine for JoJo for me, but it was still like, oh, okay, this is like JoJo if she was like invested in her femininity. Got it. But when Bonnie did her share, we haven't even gotten to Snatch Game yet. Peed. I was like, oh, it's over. I wouldn't have wanted to be in the room at this moment, y'all. Like, oh no, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm afraid she's going to take this. And I felt bad for Katrin immediately. I was like, if Katrin don't chew, this is going to be a tough day because she knows this is her forte. But Bonnie came prepared, bitch. Oh, Bones had two choices, be a gay man or be someone who is stiff. And they chose the stiff person. I said, all right, girl. Yeah, you out. This is about to be a wrap for you. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yeah, Bonnie was taking this episode. Now, I thought the stage was set beautifully. I thought that was very cool. I thought this was great and all that good stuff. And then all of a sudden, ah! Ah. Look around for anyone that was Latino or different, just a little different color. I said, oh, wait a minute. No, I'm just playing. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. y'all was really, y'all was VIP mad at her for global. Let me stop. Lost some weight, became a villain. It's okay. It's okay. And it doesn't, isn't that the rule? Isn't that the rule? No, I'm just playing. Yeah. So listen, Kitty Scott Claus was, I guess it's supposed to be a dating game of sorts. And so she was there to say that was my man, not really her man. And then, you know, he said, no homo, no mo, but here we are on the show. God bless him. Do not know his name. When he said he has a face for radio, I agreed. I did agree. He had a body for something. I didn't see it, but like the face for radio bit was spot on. Good for him. Good for him. I'm glad he knows this. Looking like what's his name from Abbott Elementary, but in a funhouse mirror. I don't know. Good for him. Good for him. There's a dating game in the UK called Take Me Out. You know what, Keanu? I'm so glad I turned my head to read this. God bless you. Because we were just going to keep it going. We were. I was going to move through. Take her where? Yes, UK Jacob. That's what I'm going to call him. Jacob UK. Jacob UK. Okay, bet. So we've got Bonnie Tyler. We've got Alexa. We have Matt Lucas as one of, yeah. Chair. Liam Gallagher. People make life so goddamn complicated. Zoe Wanamaker, who I guess I didn't save this shit. I wrote that baby's name down, what she was supposed to be. Some Lady Cardiff, non blah, 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 blah. I watched 1, 2, 3. No, 2 seasons of Doctor Who, never saw this character. So, and then Doctor Who is like basically One Piece, but for like, live action. I can't say that now because One Piece is live action. It's just a lot of seasons of that. I have very little knowledge of Doctor Who. I've seen a couple of seasons. My little brother is so enthralled in the show. I cannot get into it like that. It's every now and then for me. Eric, the fact I am gagged you didn't know who that. Well, I mean, you don't look up like people in blackface shit like that all the time. And I went down a racist like rabbit hole one day on YouTube when I looked up Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star, and then it started to go. I was getting recommended people, and like his skits popped up one time for Mr. Matt Lucas, yeah, and then I was like, oh, and it's not just that character, sweetheart. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 honey. Oh yeah, like he did way more than that. And also some other guy that was on the show as well as with him too. Yes, like gross. That character basically got Matt Lucas erased from UK after 2020. It's interesting because he's in Bridesmaids. If you did not know this, he is in Bridesmaids. He is the brother. No, the roommate. Yeah, he's Kristen Wiig's roommate, who was also like, I guess the sisters are sitting there. Like, remember it was what's her name? Who she kind of, she looks like something right now. What's her name? I can't think of her name. She was Rebel Wilson. There we go. I wanted to say Amy, but I wasn't going to put the FAT in the front of it. I was like, I'm not going to say that name. Amy, whose character was in that one as the other girl who had the worm tattoo, he was the brother of said girl that was in Bridesmaids, and that is who Matt Lucas is, in case you just did not know. He's also written some stuff here and there for like certain movies and shows we probably have seen that were like, oh, really? It's like, yep. But yeah, he had a whole character like that and then some. So I was shocked that Tears did that, but I was also like, I see what you're doing. If it was better, different story. But it was like, okay. And it went from there. But yeah, where was I at? Okay. So Alexa could have been Christy Nome for all I care how this face looks. Whoa, all right. And then Elvas is masculine JoJo Siwa. Feminine JoJo sit-ups. JoJo sit-ups. She did not give JoJo to me in terms of the voice. It was a little too high pitched. That's why I say feminine JoJo Siwa. I needed to be a little bit lower, like to do like JoJo singing or whatever, like for that and all that go down there. Like I wanted her to almost sound like a truck driver a tad bit. But there were parts I just liked that I was like, okay, Elle, you did that. I was like, that was fun. Very soft JoJo Siwa, a very soft version. Very, very soft. Yeah, Nick, I agree. I was like, I heard a Smiling Friends character. I thought that was boo hoo hoo boo hoo hoo, it's me, the crying Sheldon one. Like that, if you've seen Smiling Friends, you know that first episode where that weird looking motherfucker's in the sandcastle. Boo, I'm fucking Squelton Shelton. That's the voice I kept hearing in my head. I was like, that don't sound like her. That don't sound like JoJo is in her full like Timberland boot wearing. I'm no longer feeling my like playing with the kitty cat role. I like a little bit of the small pink because I haven't figured this out yet, but I'm gonna go right back to cat because she's like trying to figure out her audience because Karma's a bitch and she should have known better. Like that a little bit. A little bit like Mr. Poopy Butthole. Okay, I can get ooh-wee. Yes, I can agree with this. The fact that I know this reference. The fact that I know the reference. Shout out to my cartoon junkies out there. Oh, oh my God, Mr. Poopy Butthole. He's a family friend. Beth shot a family friend. Oh, that episode. Craziness. Yeah, we'll get there, but I still thought she did the work and it was fine and all that. But to me, talking about Katrin's character, I thought Katrin did a fabulous job with Bonnie Tyler. The jokes were funny. Some of the jokes took a little long, but they were good still. Like we were in the character, like we were almost like lost in her interpretation. So I did like that. She needed some more punches though, if I'm really going to go there. Maybe the runway also played a factor, but I thought that Katrin did very, very good. Very, 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 very good. Google's Mr. Poopy Butthole. Lisa. Did you see the character? It looks like a little banana with a hat on top of it. You got to pull up a YouTube video of them talking now so you can understand why we're saying that a little bit. It sounds like Mr. Poopy Butthole smoking a cigarette is what JoJo was giving, or Elle was giving for that. But yeah. Hey, Stephanie. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in. Happy Friday to you. Hit that like button, share, and subscribe to become part of this Rant Pack family. We're doing a live light recap over Drag Race UK Season 7, Episode 7. Today, make sure you get in the comment section and talk about this episode with me. And if you want to throw me a little bit of love, it's going to go into the oil changing jar because I got to get to it tomorrow. PayPal.me/Matty-Rants, Cash App $924, and Venmo Matty-Rants. I got to do it tomorrow because I like have to drive to a job interview on the 10th. It's not near my house, and I'm like, I need that oil to be good. The tires, I can wait a little bit on because that back one's bad, but like the other ones are fine. Well, they're not matching tires, so I can feel it when I'm driving, but we'll get it together. We're getting there. So yeah, that oil, changing her now. I was like, no, I will not have bought a car to then out. Nope. We're treating it like my baby. But no, I thought that Katrin did a good job. I was here for it. She even tried to help Paige at this one point, which was funny. This was a cute little moment of her using Alexa because Paige is Alexa. Paige is Alexa. Oof. I was like, okay, when it started. And then it didn't go anywhere else. It started off like, oh, okay. But then, thank you, Shay. But then I was like, oh, we're still here. Like there was no like, no, it was, oh, we're still at the beginning. This is how you were at the start of this. All right, bad. Cool. Hated it for her. She needed to, there was so much she could have done with Alexa. Like when she, like, remember when RuPaul was like prompted Alexa, and then she's like, this is the weather. Hey, Eric. She's like, this is the weather. Versus, hi, I'm Alexa. And then going from there. Like, you could have introduced yourself. It's when Paige did the weather bit, and I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from. She was already expecting us to know what she is and who she's about. And we do know what Alexa is, but the idea of improv in this give and take, and I know Paige knows this, I think she's got in her head, is that, baby, establish the role immediately. Like, not for the audience to get, like, this is not some Lars, what's his name film, even though I need to go see Begonia Bad. You just need to give that for me, please. So I was a little mad at her when she did that shit. I said, I don't know if this is gonna go anywhere, and I was worried. Oh, Bloody, you can go look for it yourself. We could have had that actually be funny, but there was no setup for that initially. It was kind of just thrown at us, and I was like, it's not gonna work. But it wasn't a bad idea to do Alexa. It just was not executed well. Taurus, this is the day I give you my black grace, because I laughed at some of it, and then I kept thinking about, girl, you mad? Ew. Like no shade. I was like, much as I'm glad we reestablished this role, I was like, I was like, ew. But there were funny parts that I'm gonna give you, and it was definitely funnier than the and the and then the that was over there. But like, I would say you was in the top of the bottom for no shade when it came to these performances. I did not. It was hard to take, sister, because I knew who you were, but I was also like me squinting the entire time. I was literally like this, like. The one thing would be funny, I'd be like, okay, that was funny. But then I'm like, oh, she's mad. And I know for people who were out there and had to deal with that and see that on television, it was almost like a jarring experience to see that again. It was like, oh. Chad Michaels, you know, Chad is great at Cher, right? Like, full bit. This is one of the funniest interpretations I have ever seen on Snatch Game. And it's the fact that you are Cher, but you're Cher as a chair. In a chair, okay? And so you had me at upholstered new chair, and you had to call it a Cher lift. I used to be a duo act. It was table and chair. Bro. Oh my God. Every joke landed. Not one miss. Not a single miss. I was cackling the whole time. Thank you, Bonnie and Clyde. I thank you. Oh, my favorite part of this episode. I could just go right back to this little bit right here and just watch you just do every joke once again. Where is the compilation videos on YouTube of just her performance, please? Even the rocking chair the Hall of Fame, the rocking chair Hall of Fame, that wasn't even put in, and she got it the last second with Rue, and it, please. Every joke was fucking funny. Oh my goodness. The Stare Awards. What? Yeah, all of it. All of it. Every bit of it. I have no notes. It was brilliant, fully thought out. That is a Snatch Game. It was enough. This is why I don't want Snatch Game to be over with and people who get bored of it and stuff. Bonnie is one of those folks that reminds us, yes, it can be done properly. It really can be. And we can't expect everybody to be like masterclass comedians, but like if they just did their homework, if they didn't overthink it, if it wasn't, I don't want to disrespect the person who I'm being, be stupid. It really does play off. It really works out because she was dumb. This is dumb. Dumb, but like genius. All of it. Loved it, love it, love it, Bonnie. That was everything. Everything. I watched this back and had a cackle again. Oh, opposite day. Opposite day. Opposite day. Bones. It was bad. It was bad to the bones. Oh, boo. It was bad to the bones. It was bad. Nothing funny. Not one joke. Horrible. Controversial opinion. This was also equally shit. Same jokes, same bit the whole time. Same. Yeah, we know the character. Yes, everyone gets that from the bit. But when I was like, this really didn't go nowhere either. Like, this didn't go nowhere. It was the same fucking thing. Like the whole time. Every time they asked her a question, it would be about the where I'm wearing you, I'm about to slurp you up, about to eat you every time. So it didn't go nowhere. And I was kind of like thinking she was gonna do something funny, like let me just turn around, or like a little like something else. I don't know. I'm glad you did, and I'm glad you know it. It doesn't change my opinion, and I thought it was shit. But yeah, I wasn't really entertained by this. I was like, okay, thanks. I'm watching the show. I definitely know. Is it bad? I thought those were her real teeth. When Rue was like, how did you work that flipper? I was like, that was I'm so sorry, Elle. I thought those were your real teeth. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. How was it working that flip? I was like, oh, shut up. Those weren't hers. Gagged me. Gagged. I was like, that has to be. Come on. Right. This wasn't the JoJo. Okay, there were JoJo moments. I felt yes, you understood what it's very only pop era JoJo versus I don't know. Rue was more enamored by the whole bit. Rue laughing at her made me laugh. There we go. Oh, there we go. There we go. Rue laughing made me holler. And yes, I do think about Lemon's JoJo Siwa with the speech impediment bit. Yeah, that. I'm sorry. I still think of that one. Hell, I think my JoJo's a little better. But no, I thought you did good. It was better than the one on SNL for damn sure. Well, I remember who was it that did SNL? No, was it Kate or somebody else that did it? That I thought this is not funny. Rue can't be that easy of a laugh. I mean, I think it's more likely because she just knew who the reference was at the time and may have been topical for her, and that's why it made Rue giggle. And that sort of happens sometimes. Like if something's fresh on your brain, and then you see it happening, it's like, okay, this is funny. But no. I disagree, but I get it. Let's move on to the category. Actually, no, we got to talk about workroom stuff first. Bones and Paige are having a moment where Bones is going back into some childhood trauma based off of the Snatch game, feeling uncomfortable and wanting to go into their safe space and it breaking down while Paige is consoling them and giving them a little bit of light. It's also so interesting because, well, they're going to have to lip sync against each other. And at the beginning of the season, they came in. I know her. She knows me. We used to be so close, but not so much anymore. I was like, oh my goodness. Nothing against this moment. Just story wise, I was like, oh, okay. They're going to be in the bottom. It's like we saw Snatch Game. This whole bit right here. Okay, so the girls who people would have thought, ooh, front runners going in are in a vulnerable position. Uh-oh. That's just how I read. I was like, oh, all right. Our Celtic girls. We did it. We did it. Bagpipes included. We did it. Like dead ass. Like I was like, okay, it is between you two. High key. I wasn't even thinking about the third. I was just thinking about you two. Period. There's another one over there. They round the corner, but we'll get there. We kind of knew where this was coming. No shade. Well, Eric, I'm going to help you out because you may be mishearing me when I say front runner. Based off of the fandom and how people feel about them, their drag family, the way the fandom works with this, yes, the girl was given the heavy. We like her so much. She's going to do so well. That's why I'm saying front runner, not front runner from her time in the competition, ahead of them actually competing in said competition. RuPaul looks lovely in this silver dress. I actually thought this was kind of fabulous. It took me a second to like it all the way because every time I see her with a nude illusion, it's light skinned Keisha for her titties, and then everything else be some other color. But I personally was kind of here for the gray. I did like a little bit this smoke silvery color on Ru. It actually looks very nice. Them titties are still light skinned, but yes, I love a little cascade moment, a little bit of this going on down here, and the wig is right and the makeup is just done. I was like, okay, this is lovely. This is nice. I had to squint for a second because I was like, oh. But then I was like, okay, yeah. It's cute. It's cute. It's giving what needs to give. Michelle, burn this wig right now. Right now. Right now. Burn it. You look like Janine Garofalo in the 90s trying to sell somebody drugs in the backseat of a car. Like, I don't know. No. Janine Garofalo is a wild fucking reference. And a very 90s one at that, too. Also for the lesbian, maybe? Anywho. That was a really deep pull. Thank you. And Stephanie, that's okay. Okay. So, you're in my brain. Because that's where I was thinking of Janine Garofalo and Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion. That's exactly where my brain was. Thank you. Alan is the winner of. Wait, hold on. Was that true or was someone playing with me on Twitter? Did Alan win Traders UK? Is that true? You know, I found out someone had passed away over here, Dick, via Twitter. And I'm like, oh God, see, this is what happens on social media chronically like that. For real? For real? Oh my God, congratulations, Alan. Because I said it in my Patreon reaction, like, I think he won, but I wasn't like too sure because I only saw one post. Wasn't he a traitor? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out. I have no VPN to watch, unfortunately. And he won. Oh, so he pulled a Surrey. If you're a traitor and you win, I have to give them way more credit. Like, no shade to the faithfuls. Y'all can run in groups. And you're just playing a game of paranoia. A traitor has to lie all the way through and play the paranoia game and protect themselves. And whoever is going to like help them get to where they need to go. Like, baby, sorry. So sorry to tell you. That is my take on traitors. Love the showdown, but if you're a traitor, I want you to win. I want you to win because that means you really played everybody. You did that. Like the faithfuls are just about like a guessing game and all that kind of shit. But nah, tap my shoulder, please, to give me the challenge. But go ahead, Alan. I think that charisma definitely got him to that finale and that win. When you are likable, charming, and charismatic, honey, people don't want to hurt you. It's Alan. Susan Wakoma is the guest judge this week. She was playful and sometimes serious, but yes, I enjoyed. She was kind of lovely. She was lovely. It's a little underwhelming, to be honest with you. Y'all got to help Tito out because I can't watch Traders UK unless they posted it online somewhere where it's easy for me. I'm just not paying for another subscription right now. I'm saving money currently. This whole year is me saving from now till November of 2026. It's about like not spending the most on anything. And my major purchase will be this trip coming up in June, but that's that. Yeah. It's a holiday theme. Merry Christmas, ho, 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 if you will, for the category. We got El Vosk up first. If you wanted to vote, please. It's, I almost did my Tippy Puja. If you want to vote in the live chat, 1 means everything, 2 means it's okay, and 3 means a chop. El Vosk is up first. I kind of like it. It somewhat looked a bit all over the place and messy initially, but then like when I saw her like pose a tad bit and give a little structure to the environment, I liked it a bit more. So I'm leaning into my 1. 2, whenever I'm just can't focus on it, but when I'm like taking it in all together, I kind of like here, I think it looks puss. When it was moving, I was like, I don't know if I can catch this on the move, but like at stood still, I was like, oh, this is kind of fabulous. I don't know. And you know, I don't really care for her outfits like that, but this one actually did it for me. I don't know why. Like, Select's Addiction is next. I am tired of that titty showing. She looks pretty. A 2. She looks very pretty. But it's like, oh, okay. And that little nipple hanging out is like I don't know. It just it's starting to get a little like, all right, okay, girl. But she still was very pretty, very pretty. Bonnie and Clyde. The gold looks good on Bonnie. The fabric was fabulous. I do not care for the peekaboo panty bit. And I know they were living and breathing for this, but I just can't. That, oh, it bothers me so much. Like, no shade. Like, gold for the holidays, right? I got that. Like, gold, wrapping paper, if you will. I just don't like the peekaboo with the crotch area. That's just one thing. When Rue does it, I hate it. When any of the queens do it, I hate that shit. To me, it looks like it don't fit. But I thought the gold looked really nice with her, and I thought the hair color was great. This is wild. But other than that, I thought it was pretty. Oh, I thought she was pretty, but like she's bleeding from the forehead, but like right here is like the skin still intact, but it could be just a little bit of the alopecia. I don't know. Like, we're gonna move on. I'm over here just like, whoo, girl. Like, other than that, I thought she looked lovely if I don't stare too long. And I thought the little bow in the back was super cute. I like this outfit. I would have wanted to pull that part down. And that would have been where I would have been fine with that skirt. I just wanted to go a little bit just so the panty wasn't peak hooing. Taylor Swangardi is next. Pretty. Very pretty. It is a little simple, but it's super pretty. And her makeup has come a long way. It's not even that long of a way, but she do look a lot like the mug. You can tell a difference in her shape and all that too. But yeah, I thought this was very cute. It's pretty. And I thought it was a polished, pretty outfit. Very pretty. Very pretty. Yeah, if the pony was bigger in the back, like a horse's mane, it would have really hit the mark. But the pony in the back was still a good choice to make with that headpiece. Because if it was bigger hair, it would look a little odd all over the place. So I was happy she did a pone, but I wanted it to be like Clydesdale hair and not like, a malnourished animal that's on the farm that's basically dying in a barn somewhere because, old Lucky's been there forever. Yeah. Oh, not a Eureka loaf. No, 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 no. That's a beautiful shaped head. Okay. Like Terrace's head's not shaped like that monster thing on Spirited Away. Y'all remember when them three motherfucking heads got together and became that fat rat or whatever? Y'all know what I'm talking about with that movie? Was that how that happened? Or was that the baby that became the rat? The baby that became the rat. Well, no, not the baby. But you remember them big green heads that was rolling around? Whoop, whoop. That's Eureka's shape for her head. That's not Terrace's shape. So Hayao Miyazaki don't need to be part of this production, okay? Ain't no Studio Ghibli with this bitch right here. No, 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 no. No. Right? Talk about a Eureka loaf on that head. What? And a gown. Page 3 is next. Concept, fabulous. A nutcracker, a little, S&M fantasy. Okay, I can see it. I'm here for that. I want body on her so bad, but that's just Paige. She wants to make a 3. So okay. Ain't no boom bows. All right. A little straight and narrow. Oh, I have some of the names. Let me see if I can read them. So we've got Zach. They put Zac Efron in 17 again. 10 out of 10. Chris Pine in Star Trek, 9 out of 10. Jonathan Bailey, Ding Dong. PE teacher, 8 out of 10. James Franco. I'm sorry? James Franco, 7 out of 10. Michelle Visage, to be determined. They put 2 different Zac Efrons. They have a Zac Efron that's a 6 out of 10, and they have a Zac Efron in 17 again. Is the 6 out of 10 like the new face? Is that the one you're talking about where he could low-key be Mickey Rourke for Mickey Rourke's biopic? Or are you referring to Zac Efron like before that, like High School Musical, where he also looked like one of Jigsaw's puppets, but like tan? Like which Zac Efron are you talking about? I have questions. I do. Okay, Keanu, that was when I was like, when I read the James Franco part, I was like, I was like, oh. I was like, oh, maybe they don't know. Okay, now Henry was on the list. They were on the top of the list. I didn't get the top of the list. Now, Paige's taste is not bad. That is, if y'all had this on a list, you would be correct. I would be like, oh, yeah, yeah, me too. Okay. You're fine. Because like, what? I used to be obsessed with Freaks and Geeks. That was one hell of a show. I think we're all blessed to have been people who got to live through Freaks and Geeks. Like, not just when it was on television, but when the DVD box set came, the complete series, you had it. I had it. I think it's in storage still, but yes. Oh, that was the show, baby. Hell yeah. That and My So-Called Life were some of my favorites that I used to watch. Oh, but yeah, Paige, this was cute. I liked it. I'm giving it a high 1.52 T's. Bones as Mrs. Claus. This is pretty. This is super pretty. She is gorgeous. This is very gorgeous. Love that highlight on the cheek, honey. This aged her a tad bit, and it wasn't intentional, and it's just the outfit. But like, as much as she's going into this Mrs. Claus role, I kind of wanted it not to be as something. I wanted it to go a little different, but yeah. Oh, Nick, for sure. This looks like Dee Dee would wear this. Dee Dee made the coat. Beautiful coat, Dee Dee, by the way. Beautiful coat. I just was like, huh. When I saw her in this full outfit, I was like, she's dressed like Lorraine Warren. I really do have that movie on my brain. Please forgive me. Give me another month. I'll have it out. But she's dressed like Lorraine Warren with blonde hair. She about to go in there. Ed, this house doesn't feel all right. Where's Judy? Judy, like if you saw the movie, you know what I'm talking about. Judy. I can't. James, thank you for the tippy poo on Kia's Yep. For cheer. Where's Judy? That last movie, please don't do a drinking game for how many times they say the daughter's name. You're going to be pissy drunk. Judy. Catching feelings. This is cute. It's cute. Where do I go? It's cute. It's cute. It's cute. Mickey. Lorraine, are you okay? Something's not right ahead. Something isn't whole. The movies were great, the first two. After that, it was something else. I'll put that. Anytime it came to those two. And no. 2.5 because I saw the Saw puppet. It's adorable for me. You know, a child could wear this and it would make more sense. But I knew she wasn't going to win just because of this outfit. The best way I can look at it, I said, oh, the W is gone. It's gone. It's no longer hers. I'm afraid not. Everybody got critiqued. It got a little emotional for Bones. Some got a little mixed reactions that they weren't expecting. Others got high praise. Yeah. Yeah. Bonnie and Clyde ate dish up too. Had RuPaul laughing at the joke that wasn't used during the Snatch game, which leads us back here to how's everyone feeling with the Celtic Queens being the ones that, yes, were in the top. Like at the beginning of the episode, them all three sitting together, and they all three were in the top. 8 chewed. Elvosk, Katrin Feelings, and Bonnie and Clyde in the bottom 3. This looks addiction. Page 3 and Bones, and Taurus Mangati is safe. This part was funny, but was it? But how did this happen? Girl, you are sitting over there in this garb talking about, I feel that the bottom four had the best looks of the night. And if they were grading this off of, and that's when I stopped listening. That's when I stopped listening. The moment it was, well, we're going to look at the outfits now. Whoop. Is this like that one episode of South Park where Cartman is the reason why the school fails its like physical fitness test? And so the 1% are in trouble because they're messing up for the rest of the 99% of what's happening here. Because I'm going to look over at Katrin and go, correct. If I looked at Elle and I looked at Bonnie, well, I would have changed some things around. Compared to same silhouette Susan page 3 over here, you got me fucked up. Like, no shade. No shade. As much as I like Paige, I was like, oh, you wear this. You damn near wearing the same fucking outfit, if not for any and every runway. What are you talking about? You can wrap it around, do all this, that, and the other. It's still young man body. What are you talking about? Is this real? This lady over here with her titty bibs and shit, pretty as whatever, but like, nipple got to show. What? Bones can eat because Bones has had differences in these categories. We didn't like everything, but different every time. Tayrus looks good, so she can count for that coin, but like, okay, we don't need to do all that. I was kind of here for Elle going, what is this about? What are we doing? Like explain just a tad bit, because I'm not, where is that coming from? Don't make it about that girl. Oh, okay, so you're just explaining some shit to yourself to possibly give you a little bit of validation as far as what happened this week and whatever you want to do. All right, cool. That shit was weird. I like Paige, but that was dumb. It was like, are you saying all this out loud to help you out? Like, what's going on? Like, this don't have nothing to do with nothing. Bitch, top 3, bottom 3. We got that. Like, that's not going to change it up. Oh, we changed the rules up real quick. The runways are now the new capital experience of this show. Be very serious. If she really wanted to get technical, the reason why she went home and it wasn't Bones won the mini challenge this week. Ooh. Since you want to do scores and evaluations and calculate points now, if you really want to know why you went home, don't have nothing to do with your runway. You didn't win the mini challenge. Your track record was worse than hers. Even with that being her second lip sync. Oh. So yeah, I was just like, I like Paige, but I thought that was silly. Like, what are we talking about? Bonnie is the rightful winner of this episode. Clean sweep, if you ask my honest opinion. Congratulations to Bon Bon. She's now tied with Elle for the most RuPita badges, with 2 in the competition. Everybody but Katrin and Tayrus has a badge at this point in the competition. Celexa was saved by a nip, and page 3 in Bone's story must come to a conclusion. Yep, that's how I read this. That's exactly how I read this. And the last of the Soho Girl food finale, who is the best, whatever the rest, and do what you may. Yep, this is it. First it was chai tea. The door girl out, closing that door. And then now we're over here. We're about to move to another page or possibly shake, rattle, and rock these bones. I did it again. Couldn't have prepared me for the lip sync song. Couldn't have prepared me. I thought it was the right amount of alabaster for these two. Tainted Love by Soft Cell. And I'm very familiar with this song because I am a baby of the 80s and I grew up listening to a whole bunch of compilation CDs that were trying to be sold at 2 o'clock in the morning. And this song was on Every. Now that's or 80s or disc or like new sounds of the or like whatever you can think of. This song is on every one of them. If Boy George was on the album, this song was on the album. This whole different group. Eurythmics was on there. This is going to be on there. And again, shout out to my 80s babies and my older cows. You already know what's up. These people try to be ages and bullshit, whatever, baby. We the blueprint right now. They're coming up after us. Check in on it. We heard this song forever. I'm talking about, let's not even bring up the movies that this has been a part of. Let's not bring up the soundtracks of the movies this song has been a part of. You know the song. We know the song. So, how do I feel about the lip sync? The girls went to the bathroom to do their lines while this was happening because, oh no. So the approach was, of course, different by both of them. One went a little bit more stronger in the emoticon department of the facial department, and that was Bones, and it was a little bit more sexy. And it was a little bit more controlled. And I needed that to happen because Bones was honestly winning this from the moment it started for me. Paige went out there. Yeah. And as much as that beat, you can throw a couple of nasty eights in there if you wanted to. There was some misplaced stunt work in moments from her that gagged me. And I was like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? Why is she doing this? See, the thing, Costa, is that the person singing the song, the way Bones' face looked like, that's what I assumed it was giving, you know. Oh, that face only do this much. But like, you know, Colonel Mustard did it in the ballroom with the candlestick over here. This one, the high kick, now that kick is up, Paige. That kick was up, honey. It was right with God. But it just, I kind of was like, why? I was like, why? And the stunt was at the weirdest time. It was da-da-da, and the leg went up at the da, not the da-da, like da-da. Instead, they were at da. The leg is up at da, not the da for the second part. It should be da-da, that's what it's supposed to be. But she'd be like, da-da-da, and it's like, wait a minute. Like, wait, you threw it up too early. I'm glad you saw that too, Mickey, because I was like, what is happening here? Like, I thought to myself, maybe she's freestyling this a little bit. It's not fully prepared. You know, it's one of those, I know this song, and I like this song a lot, but I'm not sure how I'm going to run this down. And that's what I kind of got from it. I'm freestyling, and I'm just sort of playing with it and seeing what's going to happen, and I'm hoping for the best. I think Bones had a little bit more control for me. It was also undercooked. It still was just, it just felt a little bit right. When Paige jumped up to do that jump split to this song, and then didn't land on the beat, jumped up off the beat, didn't land on the beat. I was shocked. I was like, the way I would have sat there and been like, why would she do that? first thing that would have came out of my mouth if I was back there. Why would she do that? This were jump split. Like full on straddle, bitch. We're good? No. I was glad it was over. Bones was the winner. I'm not gonna lie though, as much as I was like, that was stupid. I liked Paige. And I wanted to see more from Paige. As much as I did not care for that lip sync Lala, what the fuck that was. I wasn't done with Paige. That's the crazy part. I was like, I kind of don't want her to be gone, actually. I felt a little ways. I don't know. I was like, I didn't like how that went down, but like, I didn't want to see her go. It was a very weird feeling watching this episode. I don't know. She was interesting to me. I enjoyed her commentary. I liked that there was a lot of self-realization that was happening with Paige too, as well as being able to sort of like see the room for what it was. There were even moments when she was kind of wrong and she like had to pick herself back up to pull herself back into it again. I don't know. I found her to be multifaceted and I was a little sad to see her go. She was not one note as much as I wanted her to be initially, where I was like, oh, she's going to be this, I got to win. I got to be this girl. No, wasn't that at all. And I'm kind of like, ooh, I would have swapped her for somebody else. Y'all are saying in the live chat. I'm not saying it. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you. I'm going to be honest with you. I 100% agree with you on that one. The one that should have went, yeah, that I could have done without her, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Paige, you got a fan in me. I'm a fan. I'm a fan now. I thought you were cool. I think they should call you back. They need to have a conversation with you, whatever global or whatever the hell they need to do. I think you're definitely deserving of that. You and Sally for sure. Young Bella, Sally, Paige. Yup. Those three in particular. Chai also could be utilized very well in Slage and Royal 2 or possibly a Versus the World as well. I think they would do better on Slage and Royal only because they would be far more celebrated, and you know what I'm talking about when it comes to these seasons and our Asian sisters. But like, yeah, those four in particular, I could see doing TV again, and I'd be here for like, oh, okay, what are you about to do this time? I want to see that. I'm waiting to see what happens with the rest of these babies. I'm not including them. They're just still in the competition. I'm referring to the girls that have gone home. Okay. If Taylor's goes soon, I'm also going to put that baby up in there because now that the face is like right with Jesus, all we got to do is just change up just 1-2 things. Not even really that. Like, I don't know. Do a couple things here and there. It'd be good to go. And don't be in a relationship with nobody on a TV show because that's always the death wish. Ooh. One of you's going to win. It's not going to be both of you. Yeah. But it also may be a saving grace on keeping on the competition because there's story. Oh. Double-edged sword there. Like I'm like, I hate that they in this little couple thing. I can't stand that for reality TV, but I'm also like, it's usable. It is something people want to see. It's interesting. I just want Tayrus and Katrin to get a win. I don't want this to be some sort of clear run where the next two people out are Katrin or Tayrus, because it's like, okay, they don't have a W. Everybody else is on the board. Now it's time to start to like weed out the people who don't have like badges. I don't want that to happen. We've already sent home 2 badge holders. You've already sent home 2. Was there more than that? Maybe I'm just here with just the 2. Sally and Paige. So I don't know. I just would like to see a full board of queens with at least 1 badge going forward here. But yeah. That's Drag Race UK Season 7, Episode 7 recap review with your boy Matty-Rants. Thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit that like button, share, and subscribe. Become part of this Rant Pack family. and leave a comment in the comment section about this episode, your highs, your lows, and your misses, and your news. And even if you don't watch this show, I appreciate y'all for tuning into this live today and listening to your boy. Tomorrow, there will be no video, nor will there be one Sunday, but I will be back Monday. I believe. Today. Monday. Yes, after my job interview. Because I was like, wait, Monday's the 10th. So we won't do a morning stream because my interview's in the morning. So I'll do a live video. That's what we'll do. We'll go get lunch after my interview. That's what we'll do. We'll have lunch in the car. After my interview, we'll go get lunchy poo and we'll talk about just stuff and do all that kind of thing. We'll talk about that on Monday. It'll give us some hot topics and stuff. I haven't talked about the DLC. Thank God I haven't. But yeah, we'll talk about it then. And to Felicia, happy birthday, Felicia. Happy birthday to you, my Scorpio queen. I hope I'm correct with this, right? We're in Scorpio season because Jamar's birthday was also recently. So yes. Happy birthday, Felicia. Hope you have a wonderful day. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. And thanks for being my rant back. You know I love you, Felicia. But you have a good day. For realsies, if you get drunk and stuff, like, get an Uber, babe. Don't drive. Get an Ubies. Ooh, get Ube. Ooh. But no, have a great birthday. You deserve it for reals, yo. I just said that. Wow. Where did I get that from? For reals, yo. That was on a cartoon. I thought it was so funny. Okay. Okay. No. So yeah, I'll go live Monday in the afternoon. We'll talk about some of the hot topics and things. And after my job interview, I think I'm going to go home first and get dressed, if you will, you guys, because I don't want to like drive and talk to you as I'm leaving the interview, if that makes any sense. Yeah, because God forbid they like are looking on my social medias at the point in time when they like literally the interview be like, you guys, no. I'm gonna go home and change first. I'm gonna go home and change first and then go find something cute to eat together in the car. And then we'll talk about a whole bunch of shit. And we'll do that Monday. But if you're a part of my Patreon, be on the lookout for Saturday. I'm going to say Saturday. I want to say Sunday, but it's going to be tomorrow, Saturday. I'm going to post my Drag Race España reaction on Saturday. Yes, this is correct, because Sunday I have to do the Welcome to Dairy reaction for the Patreon too. So this weekend you will have my Patreon undivided attention and all that good stuff. No, you don't want to see the corporate fit because I low-key have to wear the same suit often over and over again, and I'm already embarrassed by that because your boy's trying to get some more work so I can literally buy more suits. It's my same favorite blue suit that I've been worn forever and ever and ever. But no, I might change up what I'm going to wear for my interview because I'm always afraid that I'm going to run into somebody who saw me at another interview and was like, this guy is wearing the same outfit. I know. I have to. It's been a while since I bought some dress clothes. Shit. But no. Weekend, I got you on the Patreon. Be back Monday, Wednesday, Friday, YouTube. And yeah, I think that's it. I think that's all my announcements and stuff for today. I may go live randomly during the weekend. I'll just let you know if I do. But if not, you know what's up. Find all my links in the About section. Click there. It'll take you wherever you need to go. Remind yourselves this is just for fun. We're here only to talk about just having a good time, as well as a little bit of a cack, a little bit of a key over a television show. But however, I encourage you not to send any hate to anybody that we talked about today. It's so unnecessary. Send nothing but love, not hate. If you don't like somebody, you don't need to let them know that. Feed into the people that you care about, not the people that you don't care about. That's weird. It's weird, right? It's weird. Weird. And you're most welcome. But thank you again. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Links available, all that stuff. If you want to drop a tippy poo, the PayPal, the Cash App, and the Venmo is right there. And yes, crossing my fingers, we have a very cheap oil change tomorrow because that's all I'm going to get while I'm there. They better not be like, look, we got, the light came on. It said 15%. It's a Honda. I just want my oil change. No. So let's hope for the best there. But yes, I'll be doing that tomorrow. So yeah, I will see you later. Love y'all a lot. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. And yes, Drag Race UK, support the dolls. I'll see you for the next one. Bye.
Listen. Yeah.